Bonjour, mesdames, messieurs, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Part 2. Yeah, well, you know, it's just the French flavour from the last guy we rescued, along with Hans, of course. But I'm feeling a little French today, after all of that. But we're going to head back to, what's-his-face, the retards.
I don't know what you said to the Mint Master, but he left here looking like he'd met the Grim Reaper. May God be with you.
May God be with you too, guard. And never mind the helmet. I'm sure it's a good look in some parts, just not here. Oh, another one. It's a shame, isn't it? The poor guys. They work hard, but they don't get the best fashion. All right, so I'm here to meet back with Rosa. Rosa, with a rolling R. Because I've got a special gift for her. And a book. And a book. Little bit creepy, I know, but... Rosa, guess what I've got for you?
By the way, like you were saying about that book...
My favourite book? Pray tell, did you find it?
As I wandered through the fortress, I stumbled upon von Bergov's chambers, and there it lay. Red leather, gold inlay, just as you said.
You really found it? Thank you, thank you,
Yeah, it's a joke
thank
book,
you.
isn't it? You're welcome.
By the way, did you have any time to leaf through it and see what it's about?
Oh, God damn it, I should have done. I did not. I wish I had. It's the book of humorous anecdotes.
Actually not.
That's too bad. I think you would like it. And perhaps even learn a thing or two.
Why do you think so?
I just think you might find some common ground with the author. Not in absolutely everything, of course. That's just not possible. But in basic matters, I believe you'd agree. Look, you've never thought about writing something.
Me? And what would I write?
How should I know? Poetry, a novel, a treatise, or a whole book?
Well, I would love to.
That's a tempting notion. Who knows? In another life, I might have become a writer.
Wouldn't you want to at least give it a try?
I suppose I'm not quite sure where you're going with this.
There are still a few blank pages left, so we could finish writing it together. You and me. What do you think?
I mean, come on, let's do it. I'll whip out my quill and dip it in the ink and... sorry, that's too much innuendo, isn't it?
That sounds great.
We'll have plenty of light and privacy in my chambers. Will you escort me?
My pleasure.
How should I start?
You haven't thought of anything yet?
Now, I have many ideas, but we must contribute in equal part.
Both? Well, fine. And what should I do?
Just tell me what you'd like to read about. A tale of a man or a woman? I'll take careful notes of everything.
Okay. A woman.
There are heaps of
Verily.
stories about men. So I propose one about a woman.
All right, a woman then. But I'd need to know more about her.
Such as...
Tell me one trait that is important for you. What would impress you in a girl?
Oh, this is a trick question, isn't it? I know it. This is entrapment. She's pretty. She should be clever. Make her courageous. Courageous.
I admire courage in girls. They're weaker than men, and life is rarely easy for them. But they still don't give up.
Do you know one like that? Tell me about her.
Okay, hold on. Okay, we got Clara. Clara, the one we you know. Catherine, of course. Teresa. Honestly, Henry's building up a bit of a list. Oh, we got the ultimate flirt move here. She's standing before me.
How could I not? After all, I'm looking at her.
You think I'm brave? Father says I'm more rash, always acting before thinking.
Well, nobody's perfect. But in my opinion, you're certainly brave.
Enough, you flatterer.
or I shall blush. We'd better get to writing. Let's say we write about a woman who is brave and isn't afraid to say what she thinks. Would she do it for herself or for someone else?
Well, for someone else. More meritorious. Love that word. For herself, that's more important. Let's change the subject. No, come on. For someone else.
Make her brave for someone she loves. That's much more commendable than if she were only thinking of herself.
You can't disagree with that. And to make things a little more interesting, the love will be secret and forbidden, because forbidden fruit tastes the sweetest.
Waiting for Rosa. Okay.
Well, just about finished.
Well, let's have a look.
Not yet. Something's missing.
What?
A picture. I don't trust myself with proper illumination, but I think I can handle a sketch, especially if you'll be my model.
What? And what on earth do I have to do?
Lie on the ground on your stomach and swing your legs.
What?
But not much. Like you're lazing around.
Yeah.
I should have had a wash first. Oh no, Henry. Oh no, don't do that. This is not cool. I don't know what you're doing there, Henry. I mean, but good effort. 100% for throwing yourself into the role. Okay,
Well,
awkward silence. There we go.
Now we're done.
Oh, finally. I'm sore all over.
Your suffering is over. Come take a look at what we've done. Your reward.
Oh, I cannot wait to see what you've done. The wedding toast. Unfortunately, I don't know the bride, so I can't congratulate her groom. And knowing the groom too well, neither can I congratulate the bride. Where's the bit which she wrote? Help Lady Rose. Oh, look at that. That's me. It looks just like me. So this is the bit she wrote. A widower who remarried. Once upon a time, there was a rich old bugger in Kuttenberg. He had been widowed long ago, but he was not too old that he wanted to live alone. So he married a maid who served him. She was a simple, poor girl, but prettier than any noblewoman and twice as clever. But the old widower did not know that. It was enough for him to enjoy the sight of his wife during the day and once in a while to enjoy her in the evening. Quote unquote, enjoy her. He had no idea that the girl had eyes for his young groom more than for him. So when her husband did not want to enjoy her in the evening, she hurried to the stables to see the groom who slept there. One day, however, she forgot that her husband had an important journey early in the morning. What a surprise it was to both partners when the master entered the stable at dawn. Instead of a horse, he found a saddled groom and his own wife in the saddle. What a scream! The husband called her a harlot and was about to go to the town bailiff to get justice. His wife, however, did not just give in. She stood in his way and said, "Before you go complaining about me, think. Have I ever been unkind to you? When you asked me to come to you for the evening to please you, did I ever refuse? Never," the old man admitted. "You always came to me as I asked. Have I ever been stingy, unwilling, or cold to you? Have I refused to give you what you wanted from me? No," he repeated more modestly now. "You always gave me everything I asked for. So tell me, what was I supposed to do with what was left? Feed it to the pigs? Lock it in a chest and throw away the key? After all, isn't it better to please another man who loves me? It doesn't take away from what's rightfully yours." The husband felt ashamed at the words and had to admit that his wife was right, and to this day, Plumel, the town bailiff, still knows nothing of it. Okay, so that's the wonderful sketch there. Beautifully, nakedly modelled by Henry. He's missing a saddle, though. That's the only thing I think that could have been added. So, I don't know. I'm going to tell her it's an amazing piece of work, and she deserves some kind of Nobel Prize, I would say.
So what about that story of ours? Tell me your impressions.
I like there's a moral. I'm not sure. There's not too much. It's a little boring. No, I'm going with the positives.
That's nice. A bit didactic, but not to the point of boring moral bludgeoning. That's the way it should be. Sermons for ordinary people work in a similar way. They entertain and encourage, with a few lessons added in between.
You see, when I lead mass one of these days, I'll certainly think of you. And what about the sketch? For such a slapdash job, it's not bad, right?
It's a leading question. I'm just pointing out. It's pretty bad, really. You write a fair piece better than you draw it. Now, I'm going to have to just stick with the compliment, because I want to give Henry a good day after being covered in blood and mud.
Oh, it's pretty, really. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
I know I'm no master illuminator, but otherwise, I think we can be quite satisfied. And thank you for the help. I really enjoyed it.
Well, so did I.
All right, I'd like... let me get... We're just going to get straight to the point now. To the nub of the issue. I'd like to get to know you better sometime. Maybe I'll stop by some... or I'll just go. No, come on, let's go for it. Henry, why not? You've been sowing your wild oats around most of Kuttenberg and Trotsky. Why stop now?
And for that matter, you're an interesting girl, and I'd like to get to know you a little better.
No beating around the bush. How about that?
Good joke.
Please do stop by sometime.
Should have been in the book.
I wager it will be enlightening for both of us. Perhaps I can show you my collection of hunting trophies.
There you go. I think we've warmed her up. And we've reached a level in scholarship and perks. Okay, all very good.
You said you could teach me
she's
something.
a knowledge giver as well.
What did you have in mind?
If you ask nicely, I'll share some of my hard-earned wisdom with you.
Very well then, Lady Know-It-All.
Ooh.
Let's say then I come on bended knee. What scholarship can you pass on to me?
That depends on what you're interested in. There's a whole world hidden inside of books I could talk to you about for days on end. Or if you prefer actions instead of words, I can show you a few shooting tricks. But I warn you in advance that it will not come free. After all, there's nothing more valuable than scholarship. So, what would you like?
Well, okay. I mean, I've got the cash for either of these, not a problem. Scholarship or marksmanship. I don't really use the bow much, so let's go with scholarship.
I'd like to expand my horizons a little. What's the last thing you read, for instance? Anything interesting?
You'd better believe it. I only read interesting things, and
How
I
do
can
you
talk
know
about
until
them
you've
for
read them?
hours.
Isn't that a strange thing to say? I only read interesting things. Well, it could be awful until you got... Oh, Rosa, she's gone. Until you got to the end of the book. How do you know? Oh, see you, Rosa. It's a pleasure, well, as always. I can steal a poppy seed colac. Well, I'll have to leave these. I'm not touching them. I do not want to get in trouble in this vicinity. Let's get out of here. So I think that's it for temporarily it for Rosa. We'll have to meet her another time. So, what to do today? We've got a few things. There's a few quests available here on the map, and I'm not really interested in doing a main story quest today. I want to just relax a bit and explore. So, how about we just pick the first new quest which is available to us and head straight there.
God be with you.
God
Keep
be
the peace,
also with you,
and we'll
my
stay
son.
friends.
Let's go do that, and I'll see you in a sec.
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Alright, Henry. It's just a mild hunger pang. You'll be fine. Oh, I found somewhere. I didn't show you in the last episode or the one before that. Oh, for God's sake, I've done another bloody dead end. I didn't show you, but I found a location which was absolutely chock-a-block with honey. I wonder if I can find it for you on the map. It's absolutely insane, because honey in this game is like a huge resource. Where was it? I think it was somewhere near Miskovitz. Yeah, this here. There's a mad beekeeper right here. If you come to Miskovitz, head northeast, and in there, if you go up to the second floor and up there, every single beehive. He'll complain to you, like, to get out and stuff, but he doesn't actually attack you. But in this place is so much honey, and I've got an absolute shit ton of the stuff.
So hungry I could eat a horse.
And I've stored it all away, but it means I'm pretty much never ever going to run out of food again, as long as I can get to a stash, or my own stash.
Pray.
Christ, it's hot out.
Well, that's what you get when you're hanging around me, young lady. Everything feels a little hotter. Discovered dice as well. There's still stuff to find in this town. I thought I'd found it all. Every time we come past this fountain, it says, "Oh, examine it again." Yeah, Henry hasn't repeated the same line. Ooh, where did they get that water from?
Precious ruby, that
Is this the
is
guy?
Casper's
Is this who I got to talk to? Casper Rudolph.
Greetings. Do you need something?
What are you doing here, Goodman?
What does it look like? I'm handing out wine from my vineyard.
You're giving it away for free?
My vineyard is new, and the folks in this town are damn stubborn. So I figured I'd pour a cask or two into them, and maybe they'd get a taste for it. What about your good self? Would you like to try it?
Oh God, if this is the mission. Go on.
Free wine? I'd be a fool to say no to that.
My thoughts exactly, Goodman. Here you are. To your health. I'm curious what you'll think of it.
It's urine. It's urine, isn't it?
Oh, are you sure that's wine you poured me? This tastes like... Well, how should I say it?
Forgive me, Goodman, but say no more. In Vino Veritas, and the truth in my wine is that I'm a fool, an idiot whose wife is cuckolding him, whose children can't stand him, and even the dog pisses in his boots every morning. And my wine tastes like dog piss as well. I never should have bought that damned vineyard. If it wasn't for those fucking monks selling their wine everywhere they can, I might have a chance. But not like this.
Not like this. Stolen straight from the Matrix. Look, how can I help you, my friend?
Is there anything I could do to help you?
With the dog pissing in my boots? Well, I'm not sure. I tried sticking his snout in it, putting pepper in my boots, and nothing worked. Piss in my boots again the next morning.
I meant your business troubles.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe you could. If you're not from around here, that is.
No, I'm not.
Allow me to introduce myself. Casper Rudolph, vineyard owner and a not very successful wine seller.
I'm Henry.
Maybe you could help me, Henry. I'm looking for someone who's not well known in Kuttenberg. Someone who can pretend to be someone else, if you know what I mean.
You mean you want me to find you an actor? I can do that. Go on then. What the hell? Bit of am-dram for the day.
Sure, why not? If all you need is someone folk won't recognize.
The monks in Setlet's monastery make excellent wine. They call it the monastery secret. People can't get enough of it, and I can't figure out what their secret is. But I intend to find out.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. I mean, I'm ripping that line straight from Star Wars, but I've got a really bad feeling about this. What could possibly be the secret ingredient in the monk's wine? I don't know. There's too many dirty jokes in my mind. I can't do it. All right, a secret. Sure, right up my alley. In fact, that might be what the monks...
A secret? Well, just the job for me. I'm a bit of an expert when it comes to secrets hidden in monasteries.
The custodian of the monastery vineyard has a relative in town, an innkeeper called Havel. And this Havel is a real know-it-all when it comes to wine. He really likes to boast about it. If you were to pose as a sommelier who's just come back from abroad, I'm sure he'd be happy to talk to you, and maybe he'll reveal something.
I don't know about wine. I bet I know how to drink it.
That won't be a problem. I've drunk so much wine I know all about it.
Excellent. But I also have this clever book all about wine by Buschek of Velhatitze. I'm sure you'll learn a thing or two from it.
God, I gotta read this thing. Will you give me the book? Do you have any idea what the secret might be? Oh, yeah.
Do you have any idea what this secret might be?
They're monks, so it could be anything. Maybe they put the crushed up bones of saints in it, or they sing hymns to the wine. How should I know?
Both valid theories. I mean, I hadn't even thought of that.
The book might come in handy. Can I borrow it?
When I said I have it, that wasn't, entirely accurate.
Okay, I'm glad I've still got my stealth armor on, even though I do need a wash and a brush up. Go on.
What's the truth then?
The book belongs to me, but I lent it to someone, and she hasn't given it back yet. Miss Adleta MANNLICHER should have it.
MANNLICHER?
I lent it to her during
no, don't do it to me.
Let's call it our friendship, which has come to an end.
What was her name? Adleta MANNLICHER. I mean, come on. That's... What was that name of the... There was an Olympic athlete called Fanny Schmeller. It's just a brilliant name. Okay, fine. Aren't you married?
Didn't you say you're married?
What has that to do with anything?
Oh, I'm sure your wife wouldn't mind if you asked an old girlfriend to return a book you lent her.
Oh dear. Adleta used to have rather more friends than might be expected of a respectable young woman. But her family's patience ran out, so they arranged her marriage and put an end to her dalliances. Since then, Adleta has been confined to her room and guarded like the crown jewels.
And you want me to break in?
Well, yes. Master Swordsmith MANNLICHER has a house in Lethlilskar Street. Adleta is either locked in her room or walks in the gardens behind the Italian court, where she is guarded by her brother. The MANNLICHERs don't want any more problems.
I'm sorry. That's so deliberate. It can't just be me that's giggling like a child right now. There's a Master MANNLICHER now. I'm definitely going to do it.
It doesn't matter.
I'll
find a way to get the book back.
For no other reason than to keep laughing at that silly name. Any more questions? Will it work?
Do you really think Havel would just tell me the secret? You don't even know if he actually knows it. Or it might just be a rumor.
Havel really is a bit thick. Either the monks have a secret and Havel will tell you, or there's no secret and Havel will confirm it.
I'll get right on it then.
Excellent. And don't forget, making an impression is the main thing. So fix yourself up a bit first. I don't think you'd make a very good impression on Havel in that state. Farewell, and wash up a bit so you don't scare anyone, eh?
All right. In Vino Veritas, in wine there is truth, I think that means. Right, I need a wash, or I just need to change my clothes. Let's first of all wash off all the dirtiness and blood. Well, it's actually just the blood, because you can't get the dirt out of your clothes with just this. But I think I'm going to have to switch to my more noble attire. Just got to say, it's looking pretty damn good. Wash again. So I've got a perk, Undaunted Cavalier. All right. How's this? Do I look clean now? Do I need to... No, I don't need to justify myself to you. Let's go and meet the MANNLICHERs, wherever the hell they are. Oh, over here. Make an impression on Havel, the tavern keeper. Now, I think I've already been to this place. There's a new quest there as well, but let's
should eat something.
Let's pin it and win it. I'll see you over at the inn. Excuse me, are you a MANNLICHER? Oh no, you're innkeeper Havel. Havel?
Here we are. Good.
You must be Havel, sir.
Havel, the owner of the local inn, I assume?
That I am. How can I help you?
When I asked where I should go in this city for good wine, your inn was recommended.
You've come to the right place. You won't find better wine in this city. Have you come from far away?
Very far, Goodman. I'm Henry, and I rarely hear my name spoken in my native tongue.
You don't say. Where's the last place you were?
Oh, ooh, that's a good one. France, Italy, Germany. Let's go with France. It's always nice this time of year.
I travelled around France.
Wonderful. It's not often I get the chance to talk to someone so well-traveled. It'd be nice to have someone to discuss the drink of kings with.
I think I have to, because I've got to give this guy a good impression.
An invitation I can't refuse. Thank you.
So my noble outfit makes
Well,
people
good
think
man.
I'm lordly and
How
wealthy.
shall we begin our tasting? Ah, I know. How about a little white to begin with?
Excellent.
Racist. I think he just winked at me. Oh, no, it's just a drunken blink
So, what do you say to that?
where the eyes aren't synchronized. Try saying something about the wine. Oh, God. All right, it's a medium skill check, and I haven't got that great a drinking skill, so hence the mediumness of it all.
Hints of vanilla. That's uncommon. And I have to say, that greenish spring colour is perfect.
You're right. A rare flavour and colour tone. It's essentially a lighter wine. I like it because it's suitable for many occasions. When I don't know what to serve, I pull out a Moravian white. My father-in-law loves it. He'll be a blessed 70 years old this year, so I'm giving him a few casks to make his old age a little merrier.
You know, with me and wine, you know, I've drunk many different kinds of wines over the years, but I couldn't tell you any of the names of them. And then once I stumbled upon a wine, I thought, oh, well, that's kind of nice. It's a red wine. It's called Shiraz. In fact, it actually was Shiraz, a blend with Shiraz and Chardonnay. And I was like, oh, was it Chardonnay? Was it Shiraz and Cabernet? So you see, I can't even remember. I remember Shiraz being really nice, right? It's a nice red wine, and it's really nice with roast beef. Roast beef, as the French call us in England, Angleterre. Well, I like that, but if you tried to get me to talk about what it tastes like, I would like, well, flipping no. It's just better than the last one I had. I have no idea how to describe the flavors in wine. My taste buds must be shot to shit. I've got no idea how to do it. That's a very fine gift.
That's very kind
There
of
you
you.
go.
There's nothing but misers in this town. They wouldn't think twice about taking their own mother's last piece of bread. I'm not like that. Do I have money? Of course. But I don't hoard it. I try to make people around me happy.
And you're treating me to this wine. You're a real Samaritan. And like it says in the Bible, you give drink to the thirsty.
Anyway, let's have a cup of something else.
My thoughts exactly.
What shall we... Ah, I know. Let's have some red.
All right, this is my
How
wheelhouse.
about a young Blaufränkisch from Austria?
Now he's lost me.
Or as we call it in Bohemia, Blue Frankovka.
From you, Goodman, anything. Pour away.
Oh, Henry. I think you...
Quite a decent vintage.
I've got to say something decent about this, haven't I? Okay. Come on, Henry. Say something good about it.
Oof. Rather bitter.
Bitter, yes, but it is a young wine.
All right, but the colour. It's not blue at all. More of a purple. That doesn't seem right.
It's not supposed to be blue. The name is a reference to it not being as red as other wines. It's more a play on words.
Ah, forgive me. I've never heard of such a wine.
Don't worry. Nobody knows everything, except for my wife.
Okay, it's not going very well, is it? And that joke was...
If you've travelled so
less than
widely, tell me, in France, what wine do they appreciate the most? And I don't mean what wealthy nobility think, but what true connoisseurs like you and me appreciate.
blue wine. No, that probably not. Well, oh, here we go. Chardonnay's a white. Bordeaux Claret is definitely red. Sauvignon or Avignon. I mean, I'm going to go with Bordeaux Claret.
Bordeaux Claret.
Well, there must be 100 different kinds.
Damn it, you see?
And only the English call it claret.
I said
don't they?
Claret.
That they do. I spent some time in England as well. You know how it is.
Well then, let's move on to the next one.
I think I failed
After
that
all
one.
Quality stuff, let's refresh ourselves with something simpler. Would you like a hippocras?
Certainly. The better ones will go straight to our heads. And I'll admit, I do like it from time to time.
Nothing to be ashamed of. It's not easy to make a good hippocras. Mine has an unusual ingredient in it. Let's see if you can tell what it is.
A hippocras? I don't know. I've never heard of a hippocras. I probably could make a hippo cry. Kick him in the nuts. That would work. Guess the ingredient. Oh, we're going to fail again.
I don't know. I'd say it's made with love?
Oh, no.
Of course
That's an
it
instant
is.
fail.
But I meant a real ingredient, not some poetic nonsense.
Sorry, I've just come from
In
writing a
that
book.
case, I couldn't tell you.
It's not that difficult. It's mint. But there's something off about it.
It's
Does
off
it
mint.
seem a bit bland to you? As though it's missing something?
Alcohol? It's missing pepper, ginger, anise. Oh, anise. That's like aniseed, right? Pepper. Oh, pepper might work.
Could it be pepper?
Pepper in a hippocras?
God damn it.
No way.
I don't know anything about wine.
Ginger, of course. She told me there wasn't any at the market.
Well, that
What's
wasn't
next,
even in the
Goodman?
options.
I'm afraid that's all for me. The wine is going to my head, and there's still a lot I have to do today.
Ah, come now. Work can wait. Enjoy life a little.
I wish I could. But I've got too much to do. Feel free to stay and enjoy yourself, though.
Now, allow me to ask you one more question. I heard you get your supplies from the monastery vineyard.
And what of it? You're not a tax collector, are you?
Awkward silence. Should I be? Make an impression. Okay, so we failed that. We didn't. I'm not a tax collector. I should say yes, I am. You'll have to give me the evidence.
Yes. That's exactly what I am.
So let's be clear, you sneak.
Oh, damn it.
My
Bad
business
choice.
with the monastery vineyard is all above board. Everything is set down in my ledger upstairs. And until I see your credentials, it's none of your business.
Yeah, it might have been the wrong choice. This is a good line. If everything is above board, you've got nothing to hide.
If your business is above board, you have nothing to worry about.
Ha! That's what you lot always say. And then you squeeze me dry. Our conversation is over.
We go for something to eat now.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this has worked. I've got a decent... Oh, okay, he's definitely had a little much.
Maybe I should go and take a look around.
It's not
his
all
office.
over.
His ledger is bound to be interesting.
All I gotta do is now sneaky-dicky search his office. You've discovered my bed. Oh, I've actually got a room in this place, haven't I? I forgot all about that. Maybe I should do a quick sleep and save then. I think it was second floor. Yes. Oh, this is the posh room. I like this place. Definitely worth a sleep and save. And considering it's evening, I might as well go all the way through till 4 in the morning.
I better not forget about that council assembly.
It just reminded me about a council assembly. Have I actually got to be there at a certain time of day? Find out to get to the city council from Mint Master Vavak. Oh, I do. I do. I didn't realise that was a timed thing. I'm still going to carry on with this one, though. I'll do that next. Where the hell is this guy's room? Hang on, let's check the journal. What does it say? Search Havel's office. The path of friendly conversation has failed. Havel has an office in the tavern. I should go and have a look around. Well, that's lovely. Just a regular old townsman. Udo von Tauberbischofsheim. What a wonderful name. What about you? Arne the German. Merhard von Frankfurt. Alright, we are definitely in the wrong spot. Let me go back up a floor. Okay. More sleepy people. More sleepy people. Oh, this is Havel. I mean, this is not really an office. I don't see anything. I'm going to go up one more floor. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Nope. Housewife in bed. And peasants in the loft. Where the hell is this flipping office? Oh. Okay, hold on. So it says I've got to pickpocket the innkeeper in his sleep. Oh. Not good. What the hell was he? Where did he go? Oh,
what
hi.
Are you trying to pull, you scoundrel?
I'm not trying to do nothing, man. Shh. That's the innkeeper. He's awake.
Hi, of course.
This is the guy.
What are you doing here?
I've got to try and rob him, apparently. I've got to try and...
pardon
Oh,
me.
no, I need to reload that.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm going to try that again. I must have a load. Oh, I must have a load. I've got to try and pickpocket him. I've never done this, okay? I've never done a pickpocket. Hold A to air to gain time for the pickpocket minigame. When the center of the rosette is blue, you are safe. When it turns red, the chances of the victim catching you increase. Okay. You'll be given the option to pickpocket someone when you sneak up on them and focus. I don't know how to do this. He's asleep. I can do this. Stop. Alright, we try again. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is the amount of seconds I've got. Oh, I've got to go into this one. No. Oh, that was too close. I managed to nearly steal a bagel. I've got more time. That's it. Get out. Get out, Henry.
What?
Oh, no,
what
no,
do you
no.
think you're doing?
Didn't do anything.
Get over here,
No.
or I'll call the guards.
Wasn't me.
Well, what's it gonna be?
Oh, God. I've messed up, haven't I?
Easy. Let's talk about this.
What do you think you're doing? May your thieving either you cough up some
Cough up coin or I'll report you. Shall I just threaten him?
You know what? No. You so much as try and get the guards, and I'll slice you up into a bloody pile before you take the first step.
Hang on. Leave me alone. We'll forget about it. I
Wait.
won't say a word to anyone. Just go.
Just go, he says. And I'm incredibly hungry. All right, Henry. Time for some honey. Okay. I'm amazed that actually worked. No, that honey. That honey. Have I still got the keys? He's gone back to bed. I think I've still got the keys. It worked. God damn it. I haven't got his keys. I've got to do that again. I've got to steal the bloody man's keys again. Just let that tick right up. Got plenty of time. Take. And I've got to get back before the timer runs out. We got it. It says I got Groshen. I didn't get the key? What the How does this work? Zavish's chest key. Okay, that is what I wanted. Okay, well, okay, so I'll unlock and open this one then. Groshen, wine, wreath, festive stuff. I don't think this is the chest I need, although I have finally done a little lock picky dicky. I'm kind of over the moon. Alrighty. There you go, look at this. Alright, so linen, lion perfume, pig skin. Oh, I'm feeling so dirty. I don't know why I keep looking in that. I know I've already done it. There we go, there's another one. Innkeeper Havel's ledgers. I think I've done it. There it is. Game saved as well, you little beauty. I don't need the cash. Tell Casper about the results of your investigation. Oh, I might get away with... Oof. Am I going to get away with this if I sleep and save, or shall I just get out of here? After all, this man has given me room and board. And I suspect most of you were bored while I was doing that. But 'tis done. That's my first successful wobbly. Okay, at least we got that though. There you go. So my first lock pick. No, not lock pick. My first successful.
City Council will be convening soon.
Thievery.
I better get a move on.
Yeah, he's right. I've got to do that next. The game keeps warning me about that damn City Council thing. So I'm concerned that the timer's going to run out. If it does, I'm going to... Oh, if it does. If it does... I've managed to track this guy down again, and of course... We've now got what he wanted.
God bless
Evidence.
you, sir.
I spoke to Havel.
And? How did it go?
I had a look around his office to see what I could see.
Well, I can't say I approve, but if you found something interesting...
I did indeed. It looks like a ledger of some sort.
Give it here. Let me have a look. 20 barrels of Rhine Riesling, 24 new barrels from the Cooper, 13 crates of Hungarian grapes for St. Gallisday. Ah, here we are. It seems they ordered some sort of special incense that they burn in the barrels. That must be it.
What good would that do?
How should I know? What's interesting is that this isn't normally part of the winemaking process, so it might be just what we're looking for. Right, and here's a small reward so you don't go around saying old Casper's ungrateful. But now I need you to look into it further. We need to find out what this special incense is for. We'll have to take a look in the vineyard and take some of that incense.
We, meaning me, right?
Of course I mean you. See how well we understand each other?
Give me more money.
I'll do it, but I want more coin. It's a risky thing to do. What's more, it's the monastery's vineyard, and I don't want to end up on the wrong side of the church.
All right. I'll give you more, but I want you to know you're bleeding me dry as is.
I'm the one likely to actually bleed. Now tell me where to look. The vineyard is pretty big.
It's big, true. But there's a vineyard house right in the middle. The custodian lives there, as well as the workers, and it's also where all the supplies are stored. Besides, there's also a side garden where they grow new varieties of grapes. If you could manage to bring me a few seedlings, they could greatly help my own vineyard.
Okay, I can do this. Do I need to ask for anything else? How do I get in?
How do
that
I
might
get
be
in?
useful.
Isn't it guarded?
The simplest thing would be to get hired as a laborer. There'll be lots of work there now that it's summer.
Okay. Get hired.
What if they catch me?
You have to be careful. The vineyard is closely guarded, especially at night, and thieves are punished very severely. Don't get caught.
Where exactly is the vineyard?
A short way to the north of town. It's pretty large, you can't miss it.
I'm on it then.
Good luck, and take care, Henry. By the way, what about the business with the MANNLICHERs?
Stop
Did
it.
you manage to get hold of the book by Bouchek?
Oh. I don't think I need it anymore. I didn't actually.
I dealt with Havel, so I don't need the book now.
Aye, but I could really do with it. If I sold it, I could pay off at least some of my debts.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I reckon I've done enough, don't you?
You're right. Sorry. Farewell, good sir.
Oh, there you go. That's the first time Henry's turned down a quest section. But hold on. I'm a bit concerned that I keep getting warned about the King's Gambit. I'm going to have to do a little Googlage. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, it is. It's a timed quest, and I've got to do it today. In-game today. All right. I've got to pause my In Vino Veritas and get on with the King's Gambit. All right, well, that'll have to be in the next episode then. Oh, damn you, game. I was kind of enjoying this one. Well, sort of. Just simply for all the innuendo. But it looks like King's Gambit awaits I'll see you in that in the next part. Thank you so much for watching today. Sorry I had to cut it short, but it's the game's fault, not mine. All the best. Take care. Good night.